EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Smith, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There's absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Tackled at the 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5.
Here's Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First down is Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Chandler Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. This is Carson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
We're scoreless after 1.
It's the end of the first quarter with no score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Down the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Murray now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A 58-yard.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle here to Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
But it's 4th down. 4th and 7. 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 4th and
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brought down by Deion Jones.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray will get this to his running back, Edmonds. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Number 29,
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's Carson. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
58, right over there, Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
30-yard line.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, let's go.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Check 26, check 26. 36, 36.
Again, it's Smith. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 8. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 56 yards on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To throw, Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To throw, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. The open man is Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, 26 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. From the gun, Murray. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the 1st down marker. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. He was trying to get it to Ito Smith that time, and it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. On the slant, able to find Ayuk.
Kaepernick's pass.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Looking here for Schmidt downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Brought down by
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Keep it up, guys. 45 to the mark. Shoot.
Here's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 55 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. The 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, 47 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now...
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The 6-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.